second for the Spurs in the midst of a homestand here in San Antonio. They're among the league's powerhouse teams, presently in second place in the West.
Well, it's really not a surprise to anybody that they're having the kind of season that they are, Kevin. You wouldn't have expected anything less from the defending champs.
And Steve, they've got a very legitimate chance to be wearing that crown again at the end of this season. I mean, with the experience of last year still fresh in their minds, and quite honestly, they're my pick to go all the way.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Howard and DeRozan, they're at the backcourt. Ross and Johnson, they're the forwards. And it's Fry in at the 5 spot. Now here's Johnson. Lowry kicks to Ross. High inside. He's against Splitter. Fry, good.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2-point.
Yeah, Clark, I think they can really attack this club in the paint. That's where they can win this game if they dominate.
And he gets the bucket. Parker's got his first bucket in this one. Well, Tony Parker, an excellent scorer. Way to finisher, certainly inside with a smooth pull-up jump shot from mid-range. Steve, when he gets in the lane, he is dynamite.
And he draws fouls at a very high rate for a point guard. He's so good at initiating contact and then forcing the officials to make the call. And what that does, it gets you free points. It also allows you to set up your defense at the other end.
Now here's Parker. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. He saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates. Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
Fry, no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And Kevin, in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together and they won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. And I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France, definitely in that upper echelon. Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
Johnson against Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Parker, and the Spurs scoring again.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Raptors trailed by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here is Lowry. 29 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. DeRozan. He's covered by Ginobili. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Here's Duncan. It's hauled in by Fry.
First miss of the game after 4 makes, so it's been a hot start.
Here's Lowry. Second shot opportunity, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line. The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And the team free throw numbers for this club this season, very impressive. About 80% on the line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Now here's Duncan. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
His rebounding in that game, Kevin, just tremendous. He owned the board.
Here is Parker. All alone. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Fry's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
What is insane about the Spurs and how successful they are as a franchise is that in their entire franchise history, they've only missed the playoffs 4 times. That is absolutely... Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Diaz checked in good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. You look at Fry, among the league leaders, fourth in score.
He showed some versatility during that span. He's got more than just a move or two on the offensive end.
And one of the other things, guys, that's impressed me is that he understands when he needs to step up or when he needs to yield or defer to the veterans. That's an outstanding trait to have.
Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Parker dishes to Bonner. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got his fifth rebound in this one. Lowry passes to Fry. He kicks it to Ross. Here's DeRozan. Connects from three-point range. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks and paying off for him early.
Ginobili kicks to Diop. Parker against Lowry. Parker drives in. Here's Leonard, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. Raptors trailed by 3. Johnson with a screen on Parker. Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Johnson sends the screen for DeRozan. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
See some of the numbers here on Manu Ginobili. His last month of basketball has been really solid. He's averaging about 14 points a game, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game with the way he can score.
Yeah, you got to have players like him who can occasionally just take over the game with their scoring.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. That's Mills in for Parker. Here's Vasquez following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Here's Copeland. Bellinelli is covering. No good from Fry.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Mills dishes to Butler. 1:31 left to play in the first. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic. Got into the floor, no question.
Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3 and D role player. The Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A good second-round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for three-pointers made in the finals.
And again, no good by Toronto.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Stolen away. Here's Copeland, covered by Mills. Vasquez, and the bank shot is good. And for Danny Green, guys, quality defender at either wing position. And, you know, Steve, as you like to say, a floor spacer offensively.
That's right. Two-way guys, Kevin. Two-way players. That's what the playoffs are all about. You think about the success Green has had the last couple of seasons.
Two shots. Raptors trailed by 12. So for Toronto right now, Fry, he's in at center. Lowry out there with Vasquez. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Johnson in at the power forward position. Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Ginobili. 5 on the clock. Vasquez kicks the low. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
We had a chance to check out Kyle Lowry. This past month, he's really set himself apart. You see how he matches up numbers-wise. 11th in free throw percentage. And defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
Yeah, and going back to his free throw percentage, Steve, I mean, this guy's really been locked in at the foul line. I mean, his mechanics are flawless.
Raptors trailed by 14. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Boris Diaw grew up idolizing Magic Johnson and obsessed with passing. And close friend Tony Parker said he didn't care about stats. He was always so unselfish. After being waived by Charlotte for refusing to score more points, Diaw has found a fit with the Spurs. He said, quote, "It was always the team that made the most sense." Kevin?
He had Tony there telling him about their philosophy, Doris. Great run. Great run. Thank you. They set the pick. Parker kicks to Duncan. Pass to Fry's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. DeRozan gets a screen from Fry. Back to DeRozan. Out to the right wing. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're deep. That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Ross passes to Lowry. Kicks to DeRozan. Fry in the post. Covered by Duncan. And Fry slams it in.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
And maybe that'll give this team a little bit of their edge back.
The pass to Duncan. They set the pick. Dishes to Ginobili. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And that's now 9 points for Ginobili.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. Turn it on now, guys.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Oklahoma City.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
Ross dishes to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the way up off the glass. DeRozan's got 9.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. Dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Feeds to Ginobili. Back to Duncan. Ginobili up top. Pulls up. High post. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Ginobili in the final year of his 2-year contract extension with the Spurs, Steve, and some speculate that he may retire after this season.
Yeah, fantastic career for Ginobili. You know what I think, Kevin? I think that Ginobili, Parker, Duncan, and Popovich should all just walk away right now. Just, go away together, and this has nothing to do with me coaching the Warriors. Nothing to do with me at all. This is about them. They've earned this. Walk away now, guys. Just leave.
I hear some admiration, but I also hear some sarcasm in there, too, from my partner.
No coverage, that's
shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their offense has really come alive. Can they come back and even it up? That's the question.
Parker outside. Duncan in the corner. Outside Leonard. It's stolen by Lowry. Ross with it. Picked up by Ginobili. DeRozan on the wing. He feeds it to Ross. Johnson kicks to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. With some arc. Here's Fry. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's only a 5-point Spurs lead.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Parker passes to Duncan. And Johnson with the block. And he gets it back. And he gets it to go. Duncan's got his second basket of the night. We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Lowry dishes to Ross. Pass to DeRozan. There's the feed to Ross. Back to DeRozan. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Parker outside. To Ginobili. Back to Parker. For the 3. No good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
I'll tell you what, we haven't seen them be as aggressive driving the lane and drawing fouls in this quarter, but so far it hasn't cost them on the scoreboard.
And I think part of the reason it hasn't cost them is they went at them hard in the first quarter, and now they're picking them apart a little bit from the outside. I don't think they can get too comfortable out there, though, or the lead could start to dissipate.
So it's Toronto. 7-point differential. Last time they met was in Toronto.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly a defensive effort that hurt them. There's no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought that...
And so we wrap up the first half. It's the Spurs up by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing them so much trouble offensively?
Well, it's been a high-pressure game, both in transition and in half-court sets. When we fix it, though, we just need to play a little more steady and make our passes with a little more care.
Okay, guys, let's talk about that first half.
About to start up and begin any moment.
What a game for Ginobili. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, and it's Parker in at the point. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half. Takes the 13-footer, and the rebound goes to Duncan.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside. Greg Popovich with 15 straight 50-win seasons as head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. What a remarkable streak of success. And I don't really think folks understand what that level of consistency embodies. He's widely regarded as the best head coach in the NBA for good reason. He's the full package as a head coach. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Lowry kicks to Ross. The dish to Johnson. Toronto working the ball around. Leonard against Ross. He kicks it to Rosen. From the stripe. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. San Antonio leading by 9. Kicks to Duncan. He dishes it to Ginobili. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. And it's 13 points for Manu Ginobili. Popovich in the top 5 in coaching win percentage all time.
And he's likely to remain in that lofty company. Kevin, he said he plans to follow Tim Duncan into retirement. Not a bad plan. They pretty much came in together, so might as well go out together.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. From 10 feet out, it's blocked by Duncan. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. San Antonio with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Passes it to Duncan. There's a screen. It's Ginobili on the wing. Inside, it's stolen by DeRozan. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Under coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and not winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever. Best man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Thank you, Doris. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Boris Diaw's checked in for Splitter. Hunter comes in for Duncan. Green is checked in for Manu Ginobili. Mills in for Tony Parker. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Toronto. Vasquez comes in for Kyle Lowry. The Raptors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one. The black hole, 8 rebounds and 10 points.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Lou Williams is checked in for Toronto. Green, the screen. And Mills gets to Green. The pass to Diaz. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Bellinelli. Good. It's Diaz with the assist that time. Bellinelli's got 5.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here in the last few possessions. Boris Diaw, pretty unique player in the NBA. Came into the league as a passing point forward, but became a small forward and then really a 4. But he's a crafty passer and he can score a little bit from the outside. Very difficult player to guard.
Green, the pass to Mills. Green dishes to Bond. There's Bellinelli. He's got 5. A three-pointer, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Kicks it out to Vasquez. Feeds to Williams. Cross on the wing. From about 19 feet. Good. He hits the jump shot. Ross has got it back down to single digits for Toronto. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Mills with it. Williams picks him up. And Mills kicks to Green. Diaw, the screen. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Hits the front of the rim and out. Raptors trailed by 9. Williams dishes to Fry. Ross on the wing. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Tim Duncan is checked in for San Antonio. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Vasquez kicks to Patterson. Vasquez passes to Lowry. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And now let's go back to a play from earlier. You are State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feed, putting him way up there above the rim so that only his teammate can catch it. And not only does he do it, he powers it down from there.
The timing of these plays is just phenomenal. All right, now a chance to set the floor. Courtesy of Peter. Fourth quarter action. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, Fry in at center. DeRozan out there with Johnson. And it's Vasquez. And it's Lowry in at the point. Johnson gets the bucket.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Spurs leading by 10. Parker kicks to Splitter. Poke loose. Here's Fry, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Splitter misses. Raptors trailed by 8. Johnson outside. Fry dishes to DeRozan. Outside Lowry. 6 to shoot. Cuts at 5. Goes back up. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Fry. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Back to Parker. That falls nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. And that's now 9 points for Tony Parker. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Kicks to DeRozan. He feeds it to Lowry. Again, the miss by Lowry.
This hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Took him no time at all on that one. And now it's It's a 10-point San Antonio lead. And the Raptors shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Lowry gets a screen from front. Picks it out to Vasquez. And there's the call on Ginobili. The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Terrence Ross is checked in for Vasquez. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's DeRozan with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
As to Leonard. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Lowry passes to Johnson, and that one is hammered home. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity. Clark to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. And they may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points. And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
Lowry dishes to Ross. And Fry kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. 16 feet away. Rebound San Antonio. Splitter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Parker passes to Leonard. The feed to Splitter. Parker kicks to Leonard. Back to Parker. Johnson with the block. Here's DeRozan. That's in. Coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is, I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Pass to Ross. The dish to DeRozan. From 17 feet out. And Leonard with the block. He kicks it to Ginobili. Looking to end the drought. Ginobili can't get that one to fall. Raptors trailed by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The offensive rebound. Fry. Good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. And they've been winning that battle.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Looking for a split. He gets it there. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Spurs lead by 4. The Raptors have got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Johnson. Johnson right side. Looking to end its cold spell. Here's Fry. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Fry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Huge play on the offensive glass to come away with the second chance points. I'll tell you what, he's getting more and more physical as this game wears on.
Parker dishes to Duncan. Passes it to Leonard. Parker up top. Now recovering. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the left iron. Toronto's getting off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now Ross gets a screen from front. The drive by Lowry. Duncan with
shots back. They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
Leonard, the pass to Ginobili. The pass to Parker. Connects in the foul line jumper. And now a 6-point Spurs lead. The Raptors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Lowry. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Pause on the wing. Pulls it up. Hands the shot from the wing. And he commits the intentional foul. Drops the first one and then takes it off. And so
yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the vibes, yeah. Word mother.